So, okay, I felt bad for the Netherlands, Venice, and Assyria, so I went ahead and gave them the opportunity for them to embark some of their settlers, hopefully out to sea, and found their first capital city. I've given them the optics technology, just one, just enough for them to have at least the opportunity of at least playing in this game. There seems to be an opportunity for all of these AIs to maybe smarten up and possibly go and found their first city. Now, the Dutch are going to have some issues because they got to get out here fast, but if they're able to maneuver their way around these units, they might be able to make it out this way. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for the Netherlands, but they have probably the worst opportunity. Assyria is just right there. They should be good to go. They might be able to just boom, 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 and then they're good. I don't know, that guy's probably not gonna get out of there. But at least as long as Assyria gets up their capital, I'd be happy. Venice as well could easily go out to the Mediterranean and settle their first city in northern Africa. Doesn't really mean much because Venice is gonna be screwed. They're gonna be doing the one city challenge no matter what, because there's no city states. But that's the name of the game. That is the name of the game. We're looking at this for wars, and there is a war breaking out inside of Iberia, of course. I don't know why I didn't think it was going to happen first again. I predicted it previously, but I didn't even realize. And it looks like Portugal's done. There's no way. Look at all of these troops from Isabella. That's insane. Now let's see if the AI is going to be able to maneuver themselves the right way to take over Portugal's first city. A lot of people have made it to the classical era. Not everybody, but a lot so far. So I'll kind of pay attention to this region and see exactly how Spain does. I don't know. I think Spain goes, there it goes, boom. All right, yeah, there's no way. There is no way. Look how powerful Spain is. I don't even realize that. Where the hell did Spain get up all of these troops? That's probably why their population's so low. They've just been, Spain has a few settlers that are out there just trying to run. They're trying to find some way home. They should be fine. They've got 2 settlers. I think they're going to be okay as long as they don't get taken over. Then yeah, more than likely they'll be fine. They'll find some place in Africa to go and run and hide to. All right, let's go to the next turn. I guess. I don't want to focus too much on Iberia, even though this is where the first war is broken out, because there's a lot of stuff going on throughout the mini-map. Like the East Asia is going to be extremely entertaining. All right, so yeah, these few Portuguese troops are starting to land. We've got 5 cities from the Zulu. Perfect. And we have 2 more settlers up. The Zulu are going to dominate. Southern Africa is going to be all of the Zulu territory. I really don't think, and I hope not, I hope Ethiopia doesn't grow any bigger than this, because they shouldn't. They gotta stay tall. For their sake, for their unique ability's sake, stay tall. Don't get wide. I don't think that they're gonna get any wider than that, though. So the Zulu should be able to have complete control over all these regions, Madagascar, and again, the strategy is, if the Zulu can get past Ethiopia, I think that will kind of just domino effect. Although Carthage is looking pretty powerful too, very expansive. Songhai stay pretty small, but if they get past Ethiopia and then take over Thebes, who ultimately will probably have a lot of wonders at some point, then yeah, that'll be a thing. Arabia, I think, has their sights set on Byzantium, probably going to try to push Byzantium out of the way. Babylon looks like it's ready to defend themselves. These Babylonian bowmen are nothing to mess with. Also, I believe the walls of Babylon are almost, I think they can build them. I think we're going to start to see them. Their city defense still looks pretty low. I'm sure they haven't built them yet. Actually, no, maybe they do. That looks like it right there. It's only got it to 22 defense, but that's actually pretty good compared to the rest of the world. And I'm sure compared to the rest, everything else. The Ottomans, oh my gosh, Ottomans. You guys are ballsy. Poland's gotten for their 4th city. I didn't even know Russia has settled 3 cities over this way. Novgorod and St. Petersburg right outside of the Huns. We have Persia, and has India got their 4th city? No, India's staying tall as they should. Siam's still at 2 cities. That's weird because they've got a lot of places to go out and to expand to. Doesn't look like Indonesia has the technology of optics just yet. Australia actually might take a very long time to settle. And Korea does have their 3rd city, but it's not going to be able to support their mainland area, which is going to complicate some things. Man, Asia is going to be a mess. Asia is going to be a complete mess. It's going to be so... I can already see it now. I can already see a mess. But you know what? When AI's forward settle like that, I mean, they're just asking to get that city taken over. More than likely, I'm sure, just like as we saw, the wars are going to... The borders are going to balance each other out. The war, yeah, because when an AI kind of settles like the way the Ottomans did, eventually someone's gonna get pissed off, like Poland, and they're gonna grab that city, and then the borders will balance each other out. I promise. I'm wondering how Denmark and Sweden are treating each other. Rome has also got up their first Pantheon. Till they get optics, there's not going to be much stuff going on here. Don't stop, Isabella. Don't stop. You're close. So yeah, number 1 right now is Ethiopia. Ethiopia is number 1 in score. Then we have Japan at 161 by far, and that's religion. That's because of the religion. I guess they get a lot of points from religion. Again, points don't matter, but it's still interesting to see exactly where the game is rating each civ. And I'm wondering how much pressure exactly. So it's already beginning to put pressure on both Memphis and the second Ethiopian city. Nothing from the Zulu, though. Boom. Zulu are going to have, by the end of this video, the Zulu are going to have 7 cities. Maybe even 8. Because maybe even 8. Who knows? We'll go for the Zulu. Uh-oh, Hanging Gardens. So they clearly went down tradition. We should probably look at the opening starts in terms of policies for each one of these civs. We have Genghis Khan going Liberty with, oh my gosh, they went Liberty. They have pyramids. They got more. Holy crap. It's gonna be so fun to see who's gonna win the battle for the most expansive civ. Who's gonna have the most cities in this game. That is going to be fun. And let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and at least check exactly who has, or what opener every social policy civ, or every civ did with their social policy. Arabia, tradition. China, tradition. Egypt, tradition. Elizabeth, liberty. That was dumb. France, liberty. Germany, liberty. All dumb. Greece went honor. That might be good for them since they're kind of a one-city area right now. India went piety, but they're not going to have a very powerful religion, I don't think. Japan went honor. As they should. Tradition from the Ottomans. Weird choice there. Persia. Okay, Persia. Also, Persia's friends with Babylon and Byzantium. We have piety from Rome. That's a weird choice. Piety from Russia. Siam. Liberty with Askia, even though he's pretty populated himself, at least in the capital. He's got the biggest city in the world currently. Mongolia's got liberty. That's good. Denmark's got liberty. That's okay for them. Tradition for Korea. That's smart. Honor for Babylon. Wow. Okay, Austria. Good for you. Going tradition. That was the perfect choice as well. Byzantium. Nice choice. The Celts. Nice choice. The Huns. Yes. Liberty, the Huns. We're going to unleash them. Let them be unleashed. Sweden went honor. We might see Sweden have a very powerful military. Maybe kicking out Denmark from the Scandinavian region. Spain went tradition. Of course, piety, Ethiopia. That was a very smart choice for them. Indonesia with liberty, that might not be the best. And that is about it. Okay, liberty, the Zulu. Piety, Portugal doesn't matter. And liberty for Poland. Yeah, extreme expansion we're going to see here. Oh, another religion. Babylon. Uh-oh, Babylon's discovered Islam. So that might be able to keep Babylon a little bit safer. Let's exactly see. I want to see exactly what beliefs they went for, though. Of course, Islam currently has the founder belief of 2 gold for each city following this religion. Holy crap. Holy crap. That is a good one. And of course, they had desert folklore for their Pantheon, which gives them extra faith to spread their religion, and then they're going to use that faith also for monasteries. That's going to give them, I think, 2 happiness, 2 faith, and 2 culture. Islam is a very good religion, and this whole area is extremely populated with all sorts of cities. Already, the mini-map is looking crazy. We're barely approaching turn 50, and we're seeing extreme borders right now. I'm surprised no other wars are broken out. I'm really surprised at that. And I'm also wondering if, because Spain is going to lose more than likely, Spain might take over Portugal, but I'm wondering if Spain loses a lot of their military, will that mean, the big powerhouse France goes to war with them? Oh my gosh, Ethiopia has already enhanced Eastern Orthodox? What is this? How did you guys do that? I don't even know. What's the other one? That's what. So they can use faith to purchase pre-industrial land units. Wow, they got holy warriors. It's going to be hard for the Zulu to take over Ethiopia. Ethiopia's going to be a powerhouse, and the missionary conversion strength at 25%. Eastern Orthodox. All of Africa will be under Eastern Orthodox. It will be hard to combat against Babylon's Islam, though, because Islam does have desert folklore. There we go. There we go, Oh, wait, no. That was England declaring war on the Celts. I thought that was the Celts declaring war on England, but Denmark decided to join in. That doesn't really matter for Denmark's sake. Denmark has no boats up, but ultimately, Europe is starting their first wars. Europe has to. This is exactly what I predicted. Conquest and colonization. Conquer and colonization. That's what Europe has to do. They've got to conquer, and they've got to colonize. And that's really the ultimate, so we're going to see a lot of the wars break out in Europe first, but the big stuff, the really, really big stuff is going to happen outside of Europe. Ethiopia and Carthage have made a declaration of friendship. Again, so we're going to have a lot of friendly African civs. Okay. I don't exactly know if, well, I mean, Elizabeth does have, oh my gosh, great lighthouse for Japan. Smart. Really, really smart. Good for Japan. I'd be worried if I was Korea right now. I would be extremely worried. You got Mongolia, China, and now Japan, who's clearly showing that they're going to be a powerhouse because of the religion, and they're getting up some wonders and stuff like that. Russia's founded Judaism. All right. That could be good. Again, I'm checking every single belief because it is very important. These religions are going to be very crucial in this game. So Judaism has plus gold for each city that's first converts to that religion. Temples which provide 2 extra happiness. Excuse me, I was like barfing up my lungs right there. And then their Pantheon, yeah. All right. See, the thing about gold, though, gold and faith aren't really used very well. It's the science. Like, Ethiopia is going to use that science conversion. AIs tend to use that sort of stuff much better than the way they manage gold and faith. They don't do good with a lot of gold. People, and speaking of gold, see, this doesn't really matter because they're not super smart. I mean, yeah, eventually they'll get up research agreements, and that's pretty smart of them to do, but they don't use it in really crucial things. They don't really buy buildings or anything like that, even though they have the opportunity to, because at the end of this game, they have like hundreds of thousands of gold. I've seen somebody have like over 100,000 gold, and they're not buying shit with it, so it's so weird. But the richest civ so far is Ramses, Bismarck, Askia, Attila, Gandhi, Darius, Ethiopia, China, Russia, and Babylon in the top 5. I'm sorry, top 10 in that order. Why does Ramses have so much money? I'm not sure. Terracotta army, so that's doubled the size of Egypt's army, but they didn't have much of an army to begin with. They do have their war chariots up, and it looks like there's already about to be a few wars that are going to start up. Already, there's going to be a lot of tension. Africa is going to be a really interesting place because you not only have to think about, well, this is a pretty friendly region. Carthage, Morocco, and Songhai have almost all made friends. Morocco and Songhai have not made a declaration of friendship, but they're both friendly towards Carthage. It looks like Carthage has also stopped their expansion. They're not expanding anymore. And do I see any more Ethiopian settlers? Oh no, Carthage did. Okay, so Carthage is actually down here stealing away Zulu lands. That's for the Zulu. I would be really careful because those MPs are coming. But yeah, so first of all, Egypt's going to be interesting because, well, I don't think Ethiopia is ever going to start. They're not going to start an aggressive war. But Egypt is in between a very strong Babylon and as well as Arabia. You can't forget about Arabia. But of course, Arabia's going to have some tough time trying to move around areas. Come on, guys. Look, I'm trying to give the AI an opportunity here. Trying to give the AI an opportunity to go and settle, but they're not. Please tell me that they're not settling. You can totally settle. I believe. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong there. Maybe just because I give them the technology doesn't mean they can embark. Because you know how sometimes if you have a unit that is outside of territory, when you discover optics, you have to bring them within your territory again? Maybe that's a thing. Well, whatever. If I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, Assyria, personally. There we go. Another war. It's the 3rd video. It is the 3rd video in this campaign, and we have our 3rd war. Oh my gosh, can you imagine how big this campaign is going to be? Holy crap. Babylon is going in for Thebes, and I'm actually afraid. Can you imagine if well, Babylon hasn't, or Egypt hasn't built too many wonders just yet. So Spain looks like they're winning their war, but I'm not sure if they're going to go attack Lisbon just yet. We also have London. Oh, no. The Celts have this big-ass mountain right here next to it. There's no way. England will not take over the Celts. The Celts are going to stay alive, I think, for a little bit longer here. I think if Spain might take some time, but eventually they'll take over Portugal. And let's watch as Babylon makes their offensive towards Thebes. Could you imagine? Oh my gosh! Holy crap! Songhai and Carthage. What the fuck? What? It took us like 10 videos to get into these types of wars throughout the other campaign, and we're already seeing it. Cannot forget about Eastern Asia, though. Cannot forget about Eastern Asia. We have 5 cities by Mongolia settled. We're seeing India start to get close to some tension. Siam has not... Siam's going up north towards China. Indonesia's still at 1 city. Interesting. I thought they had a declaration of friendship, Carthage and Songhai. I guess I'm wrong. Japan has enhanced their religion of Shintoism, and we also have India choosing Hinduism as, of course, Siam and India made a declaration of friendship. That's a pretty interesting friendship. That should be a pretty strong alliance. These guys are going to be powerful because they're not going to have to deal with any. I mean, Siam's going to be safe, and India for the most part it's going to be safe. Depends on Persia. Persia does have their immortals up though, and I do want to kind of take out a video to really talk about exactly how powerful Persia can be as well. Harun al-Rashid has finished the Petra. All right, buddy. All right, that will be interesting. You have plenty of desert tiles out here to really work for those Petra tiles. Wow. Could you imagine though if Ramses didn't just build the terracotta army? Wow, that would be good. Let's see the yield icons. So yeah, it definitely has improved a lot of the tiles, and this is not even the beginning of it. If they do kick out Byzantium from the southern part of the Arabian Peninsula, then wow. That's all I have to say. Then wow. Then Arabia is going to be looking pretty scary, but then again, who are they going to go to war with? I mean, Babylon looks like they're going to be pretty powerful themselves. They're going to be kind of locking off a lot of people. Holy crap, look at this huge Carthaginian force going after Songhai. Could we see capitals drop already? Is that a possibility? Oh my gosh, there is a huge war going on in Africa. Way bigger than anything we've seen in wow. England already has lost a lot of their troops. Now, France is very important right here because they're in between a few civs that are going to be really weak. The Celts, England, Spain, and Portugal are all losing military units. So France has an interesting choice here where they can do quite a few things. They've got a pretty... Oh my gosh, India also has the Parthenon. All right, so Africa seems to be the place to go. Perfect events there. China's built the Great Wall, as they should. Russia and Mongolia and the Huns. The Huns. Is my head gonna explode? Is anyone else's head gonna explode at this? What? Why is this campaign so much more fun than we ever expected? Russia's got 4 cities. Mongolia really won't be able to do much against the war with Russia. Although there are some Russian cities out here, but Mongolia, I think, has got their... Well, this is going to slow down Mongolia. This is going to stop the expansion of Mongolia, though. The Great Wall will certainly stop. It's going to make Mongolia a lot harder. It doesn't matter now if they get horses up. Now you got to think that if anyone's going to be vulnerable because of what has just happened, because of, China's continuing to expand... Korea is expanding at the same rate. Mongolia is expanded up here, almost locking off. Well, actually, oh my gosh. Mongolia is going to lock off here, Korea. Korea is going to get their 4th city, but that might be the last one until... Well, they've got optics. They're going to be able to colonize. Siam's got their 3rd city as well. The biggest thing, because China has got the Great Wall, and because China's got their unique units, and they're going to be tough to take over, as well as their great generals, pretty powerful as well. You got to think that Mongolia now has their sights set on Korea. Got to think that, right? That's the only logical choice, I would say. And because it looks like they're going to lock off Korea into the Korean Peninsula, this is going to be good. Japan, I want to see Japan's expansion. We also have how many cities from the Zulu now? Do they have all 7 cities? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They have 8, like we thought. Wow. This game, what the hell happened? This is video 3. And we have numerous wars breaking out already. Holy crap. All right, the Ottomans and Persia have made a declaration of friendship. I don't exactly. There is going to be so much to watch in the next video. This is going to be interesting. Korea also has the next religion of Confucianism inside of their capital. Lots of things to watch out for. I'll see you guys in part 4 in the next video.